And testing 1, 2. I do believe you all can hear me this time. Please type a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. Give me a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. I'm going to pull this banner down. So, here at the very beginning. Um, welcome. It is 8:07 p.m. Eastern. That's over here on the east side of the country in Jacksonville, Florida. That's the image behind me of Jacksonville, Florida. That's where I hail from. We holla Duval here. Duval. Anybody from Jacksonville, Florida in the chat? Or maybe if you visited here, let me know. Give me something in the chat. Duval in the house, Duval County. So glad to have y'all here with me for another evening. We're definitely doing something nice here. And it's so good to have people coming in. You see, I'm all smiles. Before we get started, I'm going to say a quick prayer. Heavenly Father, we love you. We thank you. We honor you. Thank you for this time. Thank you for this opportunity to continue with this project. Please use it, Father God, in a way that you will have it, Father God. Give us strength to do the best that we can. Give us strength to see this through. And Father, we just ask you, bless it as you see fit, and bless all the participants and all the people who are here with us today. We love you. In Jesus' name, Jesus Christ, Yeshua, amen. All right. Here we go. We get started. Let me start out here. I got something new. Put this little crazy, funky little beat to get us started. Let me know if y'all can hear this. Get us started. Get us started. All right. Life or death, fam. Throwing some music in the background while we get started right here. Let me get to our comments. Yeah, you guys can hear me. Duval County, yeah. Wealth engineering. Duval County is Jacksonville, Florida. It's one of the few cities in the country where the county and the city have the exact same limits. I don't know, maybe it's a lot of counties like that, but Jacksonville is huge. Jacksonville is huge. One of these days, I'll pull up. I did it on my main channel. I'll pull up a map so you all can see land-wise. Jacksonville is actually land-wise the largest city in the United States. Crazy, right? You fit all these cities in the city limits of Jacksonville. So let me give a shout out to the chat. You know, I'm so appreciative when you all show up here at the beginning and participate in this thing that we're creating together. So let me throw some shout outs. Sophia Sharif gets the first one. I wrote in the chat, you are the definition of positivity, Sophia, and you hold it down so much for us. And in fact, you in addition to being the moderator, let me throw this up too. You also contributed to sent a cash app. You contribute financially to the show. So I just want to say thank you so much for your limitless support, it seems. It's always appreciated. Tony Poe in the house did it as the sexy girl. How many people? Type of one in the chat if you enjoyed Tony's performance last week. We had fun with that one. Really, really good. Adrian in the house. I'm just going to go down the list. Bob Bryant in the house. Wally, I don't think I sent you a salute. I missed you earlier. Salute to Wally. Wally in the house. Julius Golden, also a member of our esteemed cast, who also killed it last week. Absolutely killed it, as Roy is here with us. Danique Anthony, welcome. Danique is in the house. I'm just going down here, flying through it. I want to give you guys props whenever y'all are coming in here. This might be the first time I've seen you eating up the city. Unless you come in as a different one. Eating up the city. Welcome to the show. I Hope you enjoy it. Hopefully you've seen some of the earlier ones, and now you get to participate. Oh, Shinosha. Shinosha, you eating up the city. All right, Shinosha. Yeah, I think I seen your Instagram where you do a lot of traveling, right? And you taste a lot of do a lot of tasting foods and everything. I think that's where you get that from. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let me know if this music is too loud too. All right, I can hear it, but I can't really tell if it's too loud on your end. Just flying through here. Natasha Vincent, thank you for being here. And I see Will, I'll be on my best behavior. Okay, we're gonna need everybody to behave. Before the billions, I don't know if I shouted you out or not yet. I see you here before the billions. Salute, salute. Wealth engineering, always salute. And JC, I did get your email. I just been busy. I haven't gotten a chance to send it back, but we tracking. So we're gonna, we definitely connecting. We're gonna do our thing. So we good to go. Patrice, I'm got to pull Patrice up here in a minute. Patrice is in the chat. Flying down. Going, let's see here. I think I called out Natasha. Courtney Lene, what's up? Also in the house, killed it with her castmate hubby Von Bryant, and I believe they are. I believe the two of you are up next week, so I can't wait to have you back as well up here. Gail at night, all right, Gail, so glad to have you here. Is this your first time here at the beginning? I believe maybe you were at the beginning for last week too, if I'm not mistaken, but I'm excited for you to be here at the beginning to watch us put this whole thing together right from the beginning. Julius, you see JC is giving you a shout out. I see greatness in Julius too. I second that as well. Isn't that is such a great opportunity, excellent opportunity for actors and really all of us just to get together and start doing stuff together. That's what we hope this represents. I'm going down. Welcome, Fudge Will. So is this Rawiley or Fudge Will? Are you one and the same? Or you just giving a shout out to Rawiley? Ashley Jackson in the house. Knowledge and relationships. I like that title. Good evening. Okay, I believe I've gone through everybody, and I just like to do that. I want to shout you out. If you're here, I usually take just a couple minutes to shout everybody out. Oh, that's you. Okay, that's what's up. Well, welcome. I think there's a good chance that the mamas should enjoy tonight's. All the mamas in the chat. Type of one if you're a mama in the chat, because I believe that there's a good chance that you all will enjoy tonight. At least be entertained. It's some pretty deep stuff happens in tonight's episode. Very powerful, very impactful, and it shapes the story, sends it in a direction. And it's interesting to see what the mamas might have to say about what happens, because it's layered. It's never, and this is all, life is layered, life is nuanced, and what happens here is a little layered and a little nuanced. So I'm actually I'm interested to see how the moms kind of respond to what we see here all the way through. All right, so on that note, let's see here. I am going to go ahead now, since you guys kind of know well, we'll just leave it. So let me talk about, those of you, for many of you, we've been coming here now this is our 5th week, so you know what to expect. We might have a couple people, type in a 1, give me something if this is your first time, but we all know that what we're doing is really a special thing. We're meeting together, and together we are, like, as a group, creating a narrative, and it's bringing sort of all of us together. But we're getting to watch a narrative be created right in front of us. So the first part of what we're doing, and I'll throw this out while I talk, is we rehearse together, and tonight is a very powerful scene. I've already mentioned it. It's an impactful scene with only two characters tonight, Ava and Caleb, and it's a pretty extended scene. And once I bring the actors up, um, Raheem and Patrice, then we'll talk a little bit more about it. But part of what makes this special is that we're taking this time together to rehearse and get the performances down before we then go to Act Two, which is performing the show, where you actually see our actors put it all together along with me, right in front of you. And we do that a few times until we get it right. We chase perfection on the actual performance. And then the last part is if we have anybody that has any questions, you all get to interact. So it's a pretty interesting process from beginning to end. Um, So I'm looking forward to that. And really, the bonus here, which you don't see, is that you get to interact throughout. So if there's any, commentary that you may have as we sort of put it together, then I welcome it. I'm open to it. We may not necessarily use all the commentary if you have specific suggestions, but I'm always considering everything. And we've had the opportunity several times now, or a couple times, to bring people up into the show. We had a beautiful performance from a couple people. Wealth Engineering was one of them, where an episode, remind me, JC, was it episode 3? I believe it was episode 3, where you got an opportunity to come up and play one of the roles, and we all got a chance to see you like mature as an actor, a first time kind of performer, and we got a chance to let you just ease into the role a little bit, and mature as an actor right in front of us. And it was really awesome, and you really did the show a favor, so we appreciate you for what you were able to do. And because of that, let me look through here. There we go. Let me throw this up real quick. I'm uploading something so that we can see that. Here we go. So that you can see Messenger, John Charles, and say that. That's how you say that. Let me know how you say it next time you come up, your last name. I just call you JC for short, and we all see you as Wealth Engineering. But you see, we've updated our cast of characters to include you, and so I'm very, very happy to do so. That has now, there you go. Looks like I might have came close, right? I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna say that. I don't know if there's an accent in there. You're Haitian, so I don't know if there's some French Creole going on up in there or what. Let me know when you get a chance. All right. So, and then we had someone else. We had Before the Billions come in last week and do the same thing. Came in with perfect timing and played a bit role. So we have fun as we create together. So that's what this is, and I'm excited about this opportunity to really come together with everybody and create. I'm also, of course, excited about the opportunity as I drop this down and bring up Raheem as Caleb, Reese as
OG.
Ava. That's right. How
Hello,
y'all
hello.
doing?
What's up,
Good.
everybody?
What's going on?
And you're a little low, Patrice.
Oh, okay, let me take care of that.
Okay. Okay. So while we do that, let's start out with Raheem. I'd like for you to do a little short intro and just talk about, any good things that's going on for you,
Okay.
in this time, yeah, in this day and age.
Hello. I'm Raheem Wilson Morgan. I play Caleb. I'm an actor. I'm a voice actor and also do theater. I'm just excited to be here. We're making strides. We're on episode 5, um, almost to the middle. So it's just been fun. I got a couple of films in the works that'll come out this spring. I'm getting adjusted to working on voiceovers from home, and I've done some stuff in the studios as well. And I'm just having fun, man. I'm just loving the support. We've become a family. Uh, like I was saying, this is it's been like a interactive thing. Like we can't really do this without you guys with the feedback, and also you guys jumping in when it's needed. So I thank you, thank everyone for supporting us, and let's get it going. Can't wait. Oh yeah, you can find me on Instagram at Rawilly. That's RAHWILLY. I'm on TikTok, Raheem W Raheem WM, and I'm on Facebook as well. My full name, so check me out.
If you type any of that, you know, in the private, then I'll share it too.
Okay,
As you, yeah. So
gotcha.
I'll be sure to share it before the show's over. Good stuff. All right. So
What's
Raheem, and
going on?
Raheem is killing it. He has. I'm so appreciative that we were able to find Raheem because he's found that pocket of this, you know, the angst and the innocence of, you know, of Caleb, who is right around that, you know, that 19, 18, 19, 20 age. He's found that perfect pocket of, you know, coming into his own as an adult, but at the same time still an adolescent and still innocent.
Thank you.
And then Patrice, let's see if we got your
Mama.
audio.
Hey, is my sound better? Do I sound
A
louder and
little. If
clearer?
it's I can hear you. If you can go even louder, that would help. But if not, then we can roll with that.
Okay. Let me see what I can do here. Is that better? You hear me better now?
Hmm. Yes.
Okay. What's good, everybody? Salute to the chat. What's up, son? You ready? You ready to do
I
this?
am. Let's
All right, let's do it. Into it.
do it.
Absolutely. Yeah, we're gonna jump in a minute. You anything you want to talk about this week? Anything that you got going on, Patrice, before we get
Oh,
started?
yes, I am actually, thank you for asking, Frank. I'm actually really excited for this opportunity and role. I can't thank you enough. It is such a pleasure and an honor to work with you.
Thank you.
And I like where the whole team, Life or Death, is going as a family. So I'm very excited to be a part of it. And also, next week, I will be in Las Vegas for my stage play I'm doing there, a musical stage play called Main Street Park, where I'll be performing in Las Vegas on March 5th. I will be at the Clark County Library Amphitheater in there, where I also have a leading role, and I love it because I'll actually be able to sing as well as do the acting as well. So I'm very excited about that. So if anybody in the chat that's in the Las Vegas area or will be during that time, just get up with your girl and come out and support and show up. And yeah, I'd love to get to meet you in person. So yeah.
That's
Dope.
awesome. That's amazing. You know, I'm gonna have an opportunity for you to use your voice just a little bit in Life or Death also. Just a
Hmm.
little bit. You won't be doing any full, you know, singing per se, but we're gonna get a chance to hear that your beautiful voice as well here too. So ain't
Yes,
that something?
thank you for that. Thank you, because I did not know you was gonna do that. So that was a pleasant surprise.
Oh, see, I'm just giving away all the goods tonight. Yeah. So I'm gonna go over a couple things while we get set up. If in the chat we have anybody before we get started, if there's anybody in the chat that has any questions for me or Raheem or Patrice, then go ahead and maybe you can get something in before we start our rehearsal. One thing I want to mention here is that we have so what's cool is we're all working together, just like Patrice and Raheem mentioned, and we're creating these episodes together. And let me give the shout out real quick because you see y'all hear this. I'm gonna turn it on buzz, but shout out to Julius Golden for supporting the show financially with the cash app. Julius, I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you. Thank you for supporting. Now I'm gonna have to add your name to the list. Happy to do so. We have the talent, not only contributing their talents and their time, but also supporting the show financially. So I appreciate you, Julius. You my boy. We go way back, way back. All right. So not only are we coming together and we're creating these episodes, but we have enough now so that I can start splitting out the actual um, performances. And so I've decided to do that. Um, and so what I've done is I've gone back and it's light editing. I haven't done too my editing hasn't been too heavy, but I have sort of pulled out the better performances from our live performances, and I'm putting those together and putting those out standalone. So for those of you who, like what you're seeing, and you're telling people about it, but people are like, hey, they see, right now they see these long 3-4 hour, shows where, it has everything. Now it's a way for people just to watch the actual performance and get involved in the story directly. And so let me post this up here. There's a few ways. I'll go ahead and put this up. And here we go. So you'll see, you should be able to see here the Life or Death TikTok page. Just created that. And so you see here, we've got 4 shows up so far. Now, TikTok, as well as Instagram, as well as YouTube Shorts, their most popular sort of length is 1 minute. So these are all basically the episodes all chopped up into 1 minute. And so you see here that, for example, let me cut off this and I'll go ahead and play the first one. And you all should be able to actually hear it if I play it. Let's see here. So you see here it says part 1. Let me just play part 1.
Just like the squad, gonna need to get there early. That way they won't have time to go looking around. It's a perfect spot. You know why they went with it? That's all them country clowns know is bushes and trees. Okay, if they want to just give it to me like that, I'll take it.
Why you sending the squad though? I can take them all by myself.
Look, I'm aware of that. In chess, you never unduly expose a power piece, Roy. The squad's gonna be all in the bushes, Caleb. Gonna teach this newcomer the game. City style.
It's good?
Yeah, that'll work nice. Now, Roy, you hang back and let Caleb work and let him see you playing so they don't get nervous. Stay alert. They might be tricky, but I doubt it.
There you go. All right, let me.
Just like the squad, gonna need to get there early.
Okay, so I'm gonna close that down. So that was the 1 minute clip. You guys remember that's how we started the whole thing off. You guys remember Chef Shapino killing it as Bus with that performance right there. And so not only will we be doing this here on TikTok, but I'm posting these 1 minute parts on Instagram as well as YouTube Shorts. So sometime tonight, I'll share all of those. Let's see here. Wealth Engineering is laughing at the city style. Let me just go ahead and do this right now before I forget because we're doing so much. I'm going to go ahead and post. This is the TikTok page. Let's see here. This is the Instagram page. Yeah, Adrian, Chef is not playing. I see here in the chat, the Chef is sounding sinister. Absolutely. Chef is absolutely. There you go, Wealth Engineering. Chef was cooking. He absolutely was. And I mean, you're here right now on our Life or Death uh, Life or Death YouTube page. But if you want to go straight to the YouTube Shorts, then here we go. I'll go ahead and type those in. So please support by just going, checking them out, commenting, hitting the little hearts, liking it, that kind of thing. And then now when you want to kind of spread the word, now you can just let people know, hey, if you just want to know what the story is, you don't necessarily want to watch, have to sift through, a 3-hour show, then this is what Life or Death is. Now the cool thing is, guys, this is like I told you, this is a feature-length story. So right now you see we have the first 4, and we're continuing to work through right now with episode 5. And notice the difference. So these will be labeled parts: part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4. What we do are the episodes. And so the episodes that what we do live is separate in terms of the numbering. So I'll always call what we do episode 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those are the parts. And these are 1-minute parts. So just letting you know, when this is all over and done with, we're going to have between 90 and 100. I'm going to try to go for 100. It's going to be 100 parts on here. And so it's really interesting to see, like, this is kind of an experiment. Let's see if this can take off on one of these other video sharing platforms, because think about it. If it blows up, like say if one episode blows up, then they all have the potential to blow up, because you get, just one of these hook somebody and now they want to see the whole story. So it's interesting to see, and let's see which platform, if it blows up, if it goes viral, let's see which one it goes viral on. You play some bets. Is it going to be TikTok? Is it going to be Insta? Is it going to be YouTube Shorts? Because they're all competing with each other. All right, so I'm going to pull this down. Let's see. Go ahead and pull that back, and so we get to go. So I wanted to let everybody know that is that's another way that we can follow our story. So I will be working to get those out consistently, probably 1 part per day is how I'm going for. So yeah. Hey, we got Chef Supino in the house. Yes, sir. Glad you're here. We killing it. We are killing it. Okay. All right, so if there are any questions, I'll be trying to pay attention to the chat, but now we're going to go ahead and pivot, if there are no questions, to getting us ready here, getting us ready to go. So yes, Vaughn, they're going to be in the order of the story. So when you go, you can let people know, when you go to our actual page, part 1, part 2, part 3, and just keep on going for people who just have not seen any parts of it. And it's another thing, it's an interesting thing to be able to watch them all back to back, because you get engrossed into the story as it goes, instead of these kind of week to week separation that we have. When you watch them back to back, I can't wait till we finish. I can't wait till we get to some major parts coming up. As Raheem said, I think we're getting close. It's gonna be a minute before we get to halfway, but we getting there, and it's some developments. I'll just put it that way. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and bring some stuff down here. Let's see here. I'll go ahead and stop my cam. Raheem, we'll go ahead and have you stop your cam. And what I'm gonna do is kind of set the stage for our chat. Okay, so chat. I'll play this a little bit until we get into it. So those of you who have been watching with us know just how serious last week's episode was. It was some serious drama going on with Caleb and Roy, and Bus had sent them to go handle some street stuff, and things got really, really, really serious. And so from a plot perspective, that the plot was definitely advanced. Here, what we are going to see tonight happens about 3 weeks after, 2 to 3 weeks after the events that take place in episode 4. So I'll go ahead and set the stage here that this is a scene with Ava and Caleb, and I'll go ahead and read how the opening will be so that you all can get a sense of what's happening here.
You want
For
us to set our recordings up?
Yeah, please.
Or
Thanks for bringing that up. If you're able to record, go ahead and please start recording. You don't have to stop start. You can just let it run, unless you want to stop start as we go. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and read this for the chat. Interior, interior, Ava's apartment, Caleb's bedroom, morning. An average young man's bedroom, the door is closed, but contemporary Christian music can be heard coming through from another part of the apartment. The alarm clock reads 8:12. Caleb is soundly asleep under a comforter when the door opens and Ava walks in. All right, so that's our general setup here. This is 2 or 3 weeks after, so we can kind of imagine that Caleb hasn't been scared away from the game, and he's been doing little things for Bus. And so here we are. Christian music is playing in the background, and Caleb is asleep early in the morning. So what I want to do here is I'm going to pull our. Hang on, I'm going to pull. There we go. So we just have this. So let's get started. And what we're going to do is just have a stop and go. Now, as I kind of mentioned before, this is the pacing of this is really, really, it's a slow pace. So take your time, Caleb and Ava. And we'll do a stop and go. I'll kind of let you go as we kind of get used to saying our lines for the first time tonight. And then as we get into it, I'll do my thing. You ready, Caleb?
yes, sir.
You ready, Ava?
Ready?
All right. Okay. All right. So we're going to take it from the top. Whenever you are ready, Ava, take your time and action.
Caleb, get up.
Hmm.
Wake up, Caleb. It's after 8 already. And today you're going to church with me.
Okay, Ma. I'm getting up.
Wake up, boy.
I'm up. I'm up.
Boy, I told you to get up and get ready for church.
Ma, I didn't get home till late.
You think that's news to me? That's why you're going to church today.
Ma, I'm tired. Ma, leave me alone. I'm not going.
Not going. I raised you in church, Caleb. You know what you risking. What are you running from?
Ma, I'm
What
just tired.
in the flesh? Yeah, I know. Caught up yet again in the world. You have the stiffest neck, boy. Is God gonna have kill you to stay obedient?
No.
Then come on and get right with God. You might not get another chance, Caleb. Ben is leading you straight to hell.
Ben. Ma, who's Ben?
Benjamin Brown. We used to call him BB for short. But he grew out of that, I guess, long time ago. Now he goes by Buster. How appropriate.
Hmm.
You think I didn't know that you've been running behind him? I just look stupid.
Ma, it's just a waste of time.
Ain't no.
All that preaching and shouting for nothing.
And cut.
Nobody ain't coming up off of that.
And cut. Okay, check it out. So good stuff, guys. I'm only reason why I'm interrupting you here because I like how you're getting warmed up. Is Ava? I'm gonna add a line to that line, a short line. I just
Which
you think I
line?
did okay, you think I didn't know you just been running behind him. I just look stupid. So I want
Mm-hmm.
to add something. Now come on to church.
Okay. Now
You take
come
it
on.
back.
Now
Yeah.
come on to church.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And you can make that fit however you want, but basically you
Okay.
pivoting back to, it's time to come on and get ready for church. However you want to play that is good.
Gotcha.
All right. So let's start there and then we'll keep it going. And action.
Hmm. You think I didn't? I'm sorry.
That's it.
I missed my line.
That's
Which one? You want me to
That's it.
start at the where you gave me the extra line?
Yeah, that's the
Okay.
line. That is the line right before you say, "Now come on to church" at the end.
Okay.
Okay. Whenever you're ready, and action.
You think I didn't know you've been running behind him? I just look stupid. Now come on, go to church.
Ma, it's just a waste of time. All that preaching and
It's
shouting for nothing.
what?
Ain't nobody coming up off that.
Caleb, this discussion is over. There's no debate and no questions. You're in my house. Respect it. Respect me. Either you're walking out that door to go to church or anywhere else but here.
I can't go back to church.
Then you can't come back. Get out.
Ma,
And
come
I'm going to
on.
cut it right there real quick because this will be something I wanted to this adjustment I want to break here. So, so on this line, this is a moment for you, Ava, where you are prepared to take it here, but this is your son. And we can even have and anybody in the chat, mothers in the chat, I'm sure you all know exactly what this is, where it's a moment where you're thinking about tough love. You understand what it is. I don't know if any of you have raised grown, your kids are grown now, so you went through the teenager phase. But you don't want to have to go here, but you have to. So you're at this moment now where you're actually a little surprised that you're here, where you're actually having to say, get out. And so maybe your voice breaks a little there. I'm not saying that you need to force it, but you understand where you are here, what I'm going for with
Mm-hmm.
this. It hurts you partially to even have to say this, but or at least you feel like that this is tough love here. This is
I
an
got
ultimatum that you've given him where it's either the church or it's somewhere else. You
I
follow
got
me?
you. Mm-hmm.
hmm So let's take it from Ava's line. Caleb, this discussion is over. No questions, no debates. And action.
Caleb, this discussion is over. No questions, no debates. You're up in my house. Respect it. Respect me. Either you're walking out that door to go to church or anywhere else but back here. And that's it.
I can't go back to church.
Then you can't come back. Get out.
Ma, come on.
No more.
At least let me get my stuff.
And Father God, give me strength. Please keep me in this hour and have mercy on my son, Father. Bring him back to
Ma,
you, Lord. Bring him back to you, Lord, because he has lost his way.
Ma,
Oh,
Ma. Ma, at
cannot.
least let me get my shoes. Ma, I need shoes.
I birthed you. I birthed you in this world crying and butt naked. I'm sending you back more than what you came here with. Be thankful.
And let me jump into here real quick. Okay, so good stuff. Now I don't want you to dive into your the feelings that you have inside of how it's paining you to do this too early. You still have to maintain like a steely resolve in a way, and
Okay.
you're trying to do it, but it's just, in other words, the conflict is within you, but it's not out yet. You know what you have to do here, and you feel confident that this is the right thing. That's why you're doing it. But you're not displaying that it's really hurting you right now. This is a I know I'm doing what I have to do type situation.
Got you.
And so
Sorry,
yeah,
I was feeling it.
yeah,
Okay.
no problem.
Mhm.
You
All
probably
right.
thinking about your kids while you're
Oh
doing
my
this.
God.
So,
Like, yeah. All right. I got you though.
yes, yeah. So you're just holding it back here. Now Caleb, we're gonna add a line for you.
Yes.
When she so just so everybody in the chat knows, when Ava says be thankful, she shuts the door. She has gotten him out of the house by now. So she's kind of physically like pushing him out of the house. And there's always going to be the core respect there. Caleb is complaining, but he's in no way is he going to offer any real physical resistance to his mother. The love in their relationship is absolutely there. There's no question about it. But of course he's not happy about getting put out. So she has gotten him out of the front door, and so she slams the door right after she says be thankful. So that's for the audience. That's what's happening here. So Caleb, now you are outside. I'm adding a line here for you that we didn't review in the table read.
Okay.
All right, so here it is, and I don't know if I need to say it a bunch of times or whatever, just let me know how you want to write it down. But it's first, you hit me when I hurt my knee. Now you kick me out. Really, Mom?
First. Okay. First.
First you
Okay.
hit me when I hurt my knee. Now you kick me out. Really? So what's happening is she's put you out, and so you're absolutely playing for sympathy here. Now you're serious about this because but it's like you are approaching her from the standpoint of questioning how can this be the right thing.
Okay.
And so you're really trying to you're working on her, you're trying to, you're playing that kind of you're serious about it, but you really are playing on her sympathies.
Okay. So it's first you hit me when I hurt my knee, and now you put me out,
Now you kick me out.
and now you kick me out, and then
Mhm.
what's after that? Just that?
Really, Mom?
Okay. Really? Okay.
hmm Yeah, really, Ma. And if something else comes to you that feels more appropriate, that's fine. Really, Ma sounds good to me. If there's anybody in the chat who is vibing into this, I want there to be another line. I think really Ma can do it, because really he's speaking with subtext here. We can talk about the subtext. But if there, someone else comes up with something else that they think might be better in the chat, we might try that out too. We might try
Okay.
that out. Okay. All right, so good stuff. You guys are definitely see, Adrian, we're not paying attention to you right now. No, no, no.
I agree.
Caleb is on your side, Adrian. All right, let's take it from the top. And I like your pacing. We're probably gonna end up slowing it down even more, but for right now,
Okay.
really, really good. Really good. Let's take it from the top and let's get more familiar with what we're doing. All right, we're gonna take it from the top. Ava's first line. Take your time whenever you're ready, and action.
Caleb, get up.
Huh?
Wake up, Caleb. It's after 8 already. And today, you're going to church with me.
Okay, Ma. I'm getting up.
Okay, wake up, boy.
I'm up. I'm up.
Boy, I told you to get up and get ready for church.
Ma, I didn't get home until late.
You think that's news to me? That's why you're going to church.
Ma, I'm tired.
You
Ma,
tired.
ma, just leave me alone. I'm not going.
Not going. I raised you in the church, Caleb. You know what you're risking. What are you running from?
Ma, I just,
I, you just what? In the flesh. Hmm. Yeah, I know. Caught up yet again in the world. You have the stiffest neck, boy. Is God gonna have to kill you to stay obedient?
no.
Then come on and get right with God. You might not get another chance, Caleb. The end is leading you straight to hell.
Ben. Ma, who's Ben?
Okay,
Ben.
right there, real quick. So when this been for you, Caleb, is completely out of the blue, completely. So we definitely need to hear you really wondering who the heck is this Ben? That is completely. We need to definitely hear that has come completely out of left field for you. And then Ava, when you do explain, I want you. You can definitely have the attitude that you have. I really like it, but you're really matter of fact about it. Because from your perspective, everybody knew Ben. Everybody knew BB. Okay.
Okay.
All
Hmm.
right. All right. So let's take it from Ava's line. Um, then come on and get it right with God. You might not get another chance.
Okay.
All right. And action.
Then come on and get right with God. You might not get another chance, Caleb. Ben is leading you straight to hell.
Ben? Ma, who's Ben?
Benjamin Brown. That's what we used to call him. BB for short. But I guess he outgrew that. Now he goes by Buster. How appropriate. You think I didn't know you were running up and behind him? I just look stupid. Now come on and go to church.
Ma, it's just a waste of time. All that preaching and shouting for nothing? Ain't nobody coming up off that.
Caleb, this discussion is over. No questions, no debates. You in my house. Respect it. Respect me. Now you either walking out that door to go to church or anywhere else but here.
I can't go back to church.
Then you can't come back. Get out.
Ma, come on. At least let me get my
No, Mom.
stuff.
No. Father God, please keep
Ma,
me in this hour. Mm-mm. Have mercy on my son, Father.
ma,
Bring him back to you, Lord, for he has lost his way.
ma,
No,
ma, ma. At least let me get my shoes.
no.
Ma, I need some shoes.
I birthed you into this world crying and butt naked. Now I'm sending you back with more than you came with. Be thankful.
Slam.
First you slap me when I'm injured. Now you kick me out. Really, ma?
I can't do this.
Ma.
I can't do
And cut. And I'm deliberately cutting you off because I don't. I'm cutting you off early, Patrice, because
Yes, I know because of that
yeah,
part.
yeah. I don't want to drain you emotionally before you really get to it because you are so ready. You are ready. This is good. We're gonna run through this one more time from the top. Now with those adjustments, um, I just want to see how this flows all the way through because you guys are really doing well with these first couple rehearsals.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna take it from the top. And I also let me point this out because this is good. We kind of mentioned it just a little bit on the table read, but I'm gonna bring this to the attention of our audience here, the chat. Um, so often with scenes, with good scenes, you there's this concept and this notion of having our scenes go somewhere, usually with an emotional charge. And sort of the simplest emotional charge is that you go from, say, positive to negative or negative to positive. That's usually like the most, there are a lot of nuances and there's a lot of different things you can do, but one of the simplest and easiest to achieve when you're going from scene to scene is from, say, from positive to negative. That's what happens here. And I really like how we start out the scene one way, um, where it's simply Ava, and she's listening to her gospel in the morning. She's getting ready for church, and she's sort of in that right spirit of, hey, I have the solution here, because part of what's happening is, as we see, she understands what the direction now. She's kind of gotten word, and she knows what's going on now with the direction that Caleb is taking, and for her, she feels like this is the way to kind of break that. She knows that she has raised her son in the church, and that's her solution. That's for getting him sort of out of where he's headed. So it starts out really positive, but then because of what we see in the perspective that Caleb is taking, we see things breaking down. So that's a sign of a really good scene, generally speaking, when we can have that kind of emotional charge shift from the beginning of the scene to the end of the scene. So good stuff. So I just want to compliment you guys on that. All right, so we're going to take it from the top. Ava's first line and action.
Caleb, get up.
Huh?
Wake up, Caleb. It's after 8 already. And today
Okay, mom.
you're going to church with me.
I'm getting up.
Wake up, boy.
I'm up. I'm up.
Boy, didn't I tell you to get up and get ready for church?
Mom, I didn't get home till late.
You think that's news to me? That's why you're going to church.
Mom, I'm tired.
Tired.
Ma, just leave me alone. I'm not going.
Not going? I raised you in church, Caleb. You know what you're risking. What are you running from?
I, I just, I-
I'm just what? In the flesh? Yeah, I know. Caught up yet again in the world. You have the stiffest neck, boy. Is God gonna have to kill you to stay obedient?
no.
Then come on and get right with God. You might not get another chance, Caleb. Ben is leading you straight to hell.
Ben? Ma, who's Ben?
Benjamin Brown. We used to call him BB for short. Hmm. But I guess he grew out of that long time ago. Now he goes by Buster. How appropriate.
Hmm.
You think I didn't know you've been running up behind him? I just look stupid. Now come on, let's go to church.
Ma, it's just a waste of time. All that preaching and shouting for nothing.
Oh, Lord.
Ain't nobody coming up off that.
Caleb, this discussion is over. No questions, no debates. You up in my house. Respect it. Respect me. Either you're walking out that door to go to church or anywhere else, but back up in here.
I can't go back to church.
Then you can't come back. Get out.
Ma, Ma, come on.
No,
Ma,
ma.
at least let me get my
Mm-mm.
stuff.
No, Father
Ma,
God. No, Father God. Please keep me in this hour.
Ma,
Have mercy on my son, Father. Mm-mm. Please bring him back to you, Lord, because he has lost his way.
Ma,
Lost his way. Mm-mm.
Ma,
I'm not
Ma,
doing
at
this.
least let me get my shoes. Ma, I need shoes.
I birthed you into this world, crying and butt naked. I'm sending you back with more than you come here with. Be thankful.
Slim.
First you hit me when I'm injured, and now you kick me out?
Lord, I
Really,
can't
Ma?
do this.
Ma,
I can't do this. I cannot do this. Give me
And
strength.
cut. And cut. And so here's what I'm gonna do. So Abel, wait for Caleb to challenge you here before we see you really break down. So the door has slammed, but Caleb is now like looking at you outside, and you kind of peeking through the blinds to kind of see him. You see him, you know.
Okay.
Let him get that out before you, yeah, before we do
Okay.
it. All right,
Gotcha.
that's good. That's good. I'm deliberately letting you guys get more and more familiar with this before we go. Let's do it
Yeah.
one more time, just because it really is helping. The more we do it here, and then we're gonna go ahead, and this is good stuff. We can actually go to the animated illustrations.
All
Um,
right.
so we'll do it one
mm,
more time, because when we get to the animated illustrations, you will see, and I'll coach you through it. Like the pacing is really, really slow. You guys are doing
Slower.
good now,
Okay.
but it's even slower. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Okay.
But in parts, it really is some really nice pacing. All right, so we're gonna take it from the top. Everything is good. Taking it from Ava's first line whenever you're ready, and action.
Caleb, get up.
huh?
Wake up, boy. It's after 8 already. And
Okay, Ma.
today, you're going to church with me.
And let's stop
Ma,
right there, because I want to make sure we don't. This is for Caleb. I want to make
mhm,
sure that you don't step on her lines there,
yeah.
because it's been consistent pretty much every time. So wait for her to get all the way out with the "and today you're going to church with me." Then
Okay,
it's kind of a pause. Okay, mom, I'm getting up. That part
okay,
is like a serious slow pace, because you're asleep. You're just now coming up out of being groggy. All right, let's take it from the top, and action.
Caleb, wake up.
huh?
Wake up, Caleb. It's after 8 already. And today, you're going to church with me.
Okay, Ma. I'm getting up.
Wake up, boy.
I'm up. I'm up.
Boy, didn't I tell you to get up and get ready for church?
Ma, I didn't get home till late.
You think that's news to me? That's why you're going to church today.
Ma, I'm tired.
Tired.
Ma, leave me alone. I'm not going.
Not going. I raised you in church, Caleb. You know what you're risking. What are you running from?
Oh, Ma, I'm just
I'm
tired.
in the flesh. In the flesh. Yeah, I know. all caught up yet again in the world. You have the stiffest neck, boy. Is God gonna have? Whew, is God gonna have to? Is he gonna have? What is he gonna have to do? If he gonna have to have kill you to stay obedient,
No.
then come on and get right with God. You might not have another chance, Caleb. Ben is leading you straight to hell.
Ben. Ma, who's Ben?
Benjamin Brown, we used to call him. BB for short. But that was, I guess he outgrew that long time ago. Now he goes by Buster. How appropriate.
Hmm.
Did you think that I've just known that you've been running up behind him? I just look stupid. Now come on, let's go to church.
Ma, it's just a waste of time. All that preaching and shouting for nothing. Ain't nobody coming up off that.
Caleb, this discussion is over. No questions, no debates. You up in my house. Respect it. Respect me. You either going to church, walking out that door and going to church, or anywhere else but here. Okay?
I can't go back to church.
Then you can't come back. Get out.
Oh, Ma, come on. Ma, at least let me get
Mom,
my stuff.
ain't no mom. Come on. Father God, please keep me in this hour. And have mercy on my son, Lord God.
Ma,
Bring him back to you, Lord. Because God knows he's lost his way. Mm-mm.
Ma,
I can't do this.
Ma, at least let me get my shoes.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Ma, I need some shoes.
Ain't no. I birthed you in this world crying and butt naked. I'm sending you back with more than you came here with. Be thankful.
First you hit me when I hurt my knee, and now you kick me
Lord
out? Really, Ma?
Jesus, I can't do this. I cannot do this. I can't do this, Lord.
And cut. And cut. I'm saving you. I don't want you to go there until it's time.
Oh, I know. I know.
Yep.
That's why I pulled it back.
Yep. 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 Okay, good stuff. All right, I'm gonna do the same thing. So with the chat, now we're at a spot where they're comfortable enough with the lines so that we can actually get our timing with the actual animated illustrations and the score, as well as the flow of the show. So let's take it from the top, and I'm going to talk you through a couple of things here. Let me add this, and let me do this. I am going to. Okay, so for Ava and Caleb, so your Ava, your first line, I'm going to go ahead and show it to you. I want you to come in your first line until, don't even say your first line until here, till you see this shot.
Okay.
Caleb, get up. And it's going to be a good little while. This is going to play for a minute before you see this.
Okay.
So, Caleb, we definitely want you in the moment. Take your time. Like, what I'm looking for when I say pacing is actual spacing between your lines. You not an immediate response, Caleb. So you're asleep. You'll see it. You're dead asleep. So you're just kind of slowly waking up, and then you continue with those lines. Let's see here. Ava, your wake up boy is right when you see this line. I'm sorry, when you see this right here.
Okay.
All right. And then you don't come back with the boy I told you to get up and get ready for church. You don't deliver that line until after we get the intro. So this is the intro here.
Mm-hmm.
Hold off, and you won't deliver this line until you see you're here. This is boy. I told you to get up and get ready for church.
Gotcha.
All right. And then we're just gonna fill it out from here. I'm just gonna do a stop and go until we get the general pacing down.
Okay.
Okay. Caleb, you good?
Yeah.
All right. Here we go, everybody. All right, I'm gonna take it from the top.
Caleb, get up.
Huh?
Wake up, Caleb. It's after 8 already. And today, you're going to church with me.
Nope, too early. Wake up, Caleb is here.
Okay. My bad. My
That's
bad.
okay. That's okay. Because we're so used to the
Yeah.
faster pace. That's all. So I understand.
Should I give my line when it's the frame on him, or should I just let it?
Hold on a minute, because I think I said the wrong thing for Ava. So your wake up, Caleb, can be how you were doing it. So for you, the none of by the time, like, let's just play it. I feel like you can give your but just give us like a pause. I don't think you need to really wait.
Okay. Okay.
You were right, Ava. Go ahead and do it like you were doing it. Your last wake up, boy, is here.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think you were really
Okay.
tracking right. I think I just pulled it early. All right. So
Okay.
I'm gonna take us from the beginning here until we get our pacing right. All right. I'm reading the chat. You know, you flash the gospel music is a way to get them up. You know it. Shout out to Peter Investor. Shout out. Appreciate you stopping in. All right, let's do it. And here we go.
Caleb, get up.
Huh?
Okay, now this part I do want you to wait. I don't want you to say, Caleb, get up until we see you here.
Okay, now let me ask the question.
Okay.
I'm saying the Caleb get up because I hear a squeaking like the door, like she opening the door. So am I
Right.
saying the Caleb get up before that or Caleb to get up after that?
After that.
Okay, so when after I hear the squeaking of the door opening.
Yeah, and
Okay.
more importantly when you see this, because
Okay.
the squeaking and stuff, it happens before you see this shot.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's do it. I'm gonna take it from here. And I like this song, so I don't mind. We'll play this all night.
Mhm.
All right, and action.
Caleb, get up.
Hmm?
Wake up, Caleb. It's after 8 already. And today you're going to church with me. Wake up, boy.
I'm getting up.
Boy. Okay, that's behind, I think.
Right. So that's
That
when
was-
you wait
yeah.
here. Mhm.
Cause when she was going out, that's when I say the boy I told you to get up and get. Okay, so now I think we
Wake
did
up.
it too slow.
Yeah, yeah, that's okay. We get the
Okay.
timing
Oh
down.
yeah, this timing thing with this part is definitely got to be spot on.
Mhm,
Okay.
mhm.
All
Okay.
right.
Let's start from here.
Caleb, get up.
Hmm? Hmm.
Wake up, Caleb. It's after 8 already. And today you going to church with me.
Okay, Ma. I'm
Wake
getting
up,
up.
boy. Boy.
I'm
Now
up.
see,
I'm up.
I'm
Wait, 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 wait,
I'm
wait, wait.
still confused on that part
Oh,
right there.
okay. So the wake up boy, go ahead. Caleb will say, "Okay, ma, I'm getting up." Go ahead and let him get that out. Don't worry about the timing in terms of when you see yourself for the wake up boy part. Just whenever
Okay.
after he says, "Okay, mom, I'm getting up," then the wake up boy is like that. You know that he's tempted to stay asleep and not get up. So that's just a warning. Listen, I told you to get up. Now get on up.
Okay, so so it looks like that those first parts kind of flow together until
Right.
the boy I told you part.
Right. That's because you don't
Okay.
need to get to the boy I told you part until after the intro. The boy, he says, I'm up. And then that's the last thing that we hear before we see all these ticks here. And
Mhm.
this is a visual representation. You have left the room. He's saying he's up, but he's still asleep, and he falls slowly back to sleep.
So after
So,
this tick tick stuff is when I say the boy I told you.
exactly. You're not
Okay.
coming back to the boy I told you
Oh,
until
okay. Because I thought I was lost. I thought I was going too slow, and I missed that part. Okay, gotcha.
right. Yeah, no, you don't get to the boy I told you until after our intro.
After, which is after that,
Yeah.
right? Okay,
Yep.
gotcha.
Yeah. Okay. Good stuff. All right. Let's take it from the top. We'll just take it from about here and action.
Caleb, get up.
Hmm? Hmm?
Wake up, Caleb. It's after 8 already. And today you're going to church with me.
Okay, Ma. I'm getting up.
Wake up, boy.
I'm up. I'm up.
Hmm.
Yeah. So we're just waiting. Caleb is going back to sleep here. Our intro. When you see you at the bed, that's when you come up with the boy I told you.
Boy, I told you to get up and get ready for church.
Mom, I didn't get home till late.
You must think that's news to me. That's why you're going to church.
Mom, I'm tired.
Tired.
Ma, leave me alone. I'm not going.
Hold on,
Not
hold on,
going?
hold on, real quick. Right here. Leave me alone. I'm not going.
Ma, leave me alone. I'm not going.
Not going? I raised you in church, Caleb. You know what you're risking. What are you running from?
Ma, I'm not.
In the flesh. Yeah, I know. Caught up yet again in the world. You have the stiffest neck, boy. Is God gonna have to kill you to stay obedient?
No.
Then come on and get right with God. You might not get another chance, Caleb. Ben is leading you straight to hell.
Ben,
Jesus.
Ma, who's Ben?
I'm going to cut it right there. So we're going to go through that again, and we're going to try to set up our timing so that this Ben, who is Ben, if at all possible, happens. Basically, we're going to increase our pace just a little
So increase, okay.
here.
All I
Yeah.
can do
we're
is
gonna-
So right there, what part am I saying? Or is he saying something right there?
Yeah. I want to make it so that when by the time we get here, this is the Ben who is Ben. Because here,
Okay.
this is you explaining. This is you,
Oh,
you know,
okay.
Benjamin Brown is, Benjamin
Okay.
Brown, we used to call him. All right. So
Okay.
that's what we're aiming for with their time in here.
Gotcha.
All right. So good stuff. So I'm just going to take it from the other side, coming from,
Where I say, boy, I told you.
yep.
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to let this run. When we see you, boy, I told you to get up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And action.
Everything you said in your word, God, it belongs in my life. Yeah.
Boy, I told you to get up and get ready for church.
Mm. Ma, I didn't get home till late.
You must think that's news to me. That's why you're going to church.
Ma, I'm tired.
Tired.
Ma, leave me alone. I'm not going.
Not going? I raised you in church, Caleb. You know what you're risking. What are you running from?
Ma, I'm just not
In the flesh.
on.
Yeah, I know. Caught up yet again in the world. Boy, you have the stiffest neck. Is God gonna have to kill you to stay obedient?
No.
Then come on and get right with God. You might not get another chance, Caleb. Ben is leading you straight to hell.
All right, cut.
Ben,
We're gonna practice that again. Yeah, we're gonna try to increase our pacing.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna take it from here. All right, good stuff. We're just gonna go over that until we get our pacing up. Because once you guys get the actual pacing, then that's gonna stay the same throughout. So then you'll be with it. All right, so just go a little faster and action.
Everything you said in your word, God,
Lord have mercy.
belongs in my life.
Whew. Boy, I told you to get up and get ready for church.
Ma, I didn't get home till late.
You think that's news to me? That's why you're going to church today.
Ma, I'm tired.
Tired, he said. Whew, Jesus. Get up, Caleb.
You can come in here, Caleb.
Ma, leave me alone. I'm not going.
Oh, Lord. Not going? I raised you in church, Caleb. You know what you're risking. What are you running from?
Ma, I just.
Yeah, in the flesh. Yeah, I know. Caught up yet in the world again. You have the stiffest neck, boy. Is God gonna have to kill you to stay obedient?
No.
Then come on and get right with God. You might not get another chance, Caleb. And that Ben is gonna lead you straight to hell.
And cut even faster. You're just taking your time on it, and it's my fault because I told you to go slow.
I know
So
it's stuck,
in
stuck in my
this
head
part,
like,
in the flesh, yeah, I know, caught up yet again in the world. That's where you're really losing. That set of lines is where you're gonna have to really pick it up. And
okay,
then once you pick it up there, then you can keep that same pace throughout.
okay, got you.
Yeah, but this is good. This is good. We're gonna get this done because once we get this, everything else is gonna flow after.
Okay.
All right. I like this practice though because every time you do it, you get more comfortable with the lines. And action.
Everything you said in your word,
Lord.
God, it belongs in my life.
Boy, I told you to get up and get ready for church.
Ma, I didn't get home till late.
You think that's news to me? That's why you're going to church today. I'm sorry, I think I was slow there. I think I was too slow right there.
Ma,
Yep,
I'm
all good.
tired.
All
I'm so
good.
sorry. Yeah, I think I was
That's
too
okay.
slow right there.
Yeah, yeah, no problem. No problem. Good stuff. I'll take it from here and action.
Everything you said in your word,
Lord
God,
have mercy.
it
I
belongs in
told
my
this
life.
boy to get up. Boy, didn't I tell you to get up and get ready for church?
Ma, I didn't get home till late.
You must think that's news to me. That's why you're going to church today.
Ma, I'm tired.
Tired, he said.
Ma,
Oh, have
leave me
mercy.
alone. I'm not going.
Not going. I raised you in church, Caleb. You know what you risking. What are you running from?
Ma, I
In the flesh. Yeah, I know. Caught up yet again in the world. You have the stiffest neck, boy. Is God gonna have to kill you to stay obedient?
no.
Then come on and get right with God. You might not get another chance, Caleb. Ben is leading you straight to hell.
Ben? Who's Ben, Ma?
Benjamin Brown. We used to call him BB for short. But I guess he outgrew that long time ago. Now he goes by Buster. How appropriate. You think I didn't know you've been running up behind him? I just look stupid. Now
I'm gonna
come on
cut
and
it
go to
down.
church.
Yep, I'm gonna cut it. Your natural instinct is to really take your time on the pacing. And so I'm gonna roll it again. The performance is awesome. The pacing is just slow. You're just gonna have to speed it up.
Okay.
That's all, Ava. Yep. That's all it is to it. I'm not saying super rush, but just keep going
Hmm.
faster and faster
Okay.
until we get it. All right. So whenever you see yourself, especially between lines, whenever you see yourself taking time between your actual lines, don't give yourself that time. Go straight to the next one. All right. From the top and action.
Everything you said in your word,
Lord
God,
have mercy.
it belongs in my life.
Boy, I told you to get up and get ready for church.
Ma, I didn't get home too late.
You think that's news to me. That's why you're going to church today.
Ma, I'm tired.
Tired, he said.
Ma,
Whew.
leave me alone. I'm not going.
Not going. I raised you in the church, Caleb. You know what you're risking. What are you running from?
Ma, I'm just not.
In the flesh. Yeah, I know. Caught up yet again in the world. You have the stiffest neck, boy. Is God gonna have to have kill you to stay obedient?
No.
Then come on and get right with God, Caleb. You might not get another chance. And then he leading you straight to hell.
And then,
Okay. And you get just keep going. Right now, this happened last time for you, Caleb, where your mic like halfway through we were getting this matrix thing and then it just went away after a little while. So
well, I have a mic
Yeah,
hooked up. You
yeah, I hear that.
unplug it? I can unplug it and see if it works better just from the computer.
okay, yeah, you can
Try
unplug
that.
it.
Try that.
Because yeah, right now with everybody, I'm sure everybody's hearing it and you're probably killing everybody's ears right now.
Can you hear me now? Is it better?
Yep. Yeah, it's better.
I unplugged the mic that I had set up, so maybe that'll work a little bit better.
Yeah, this is good now.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right now you just got so used to that slow pace that it's just you're finding it a challenge to speed it up. Ava, just keep going. Just focus on you keep doing what you're doing, but just get to your lines quicker.
I think my a little bit of my confusion is like after I say that's why you're going to church today. It's a lot of spacing there, and I'm done with my line. So he comes in with, "Ma, I'm tired," and then there's another spacing, and then, "Ma, leave me alone. I'm not going." So I'm kind of losing when do I come in with the not going part. Maybe that's it. My pacing kind of for me is a little bit confusing there. And when I come in with the
No,
not going.
no. So when he says, "Ma, leave me alone, I'm not going," you can answer immediately.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, you just go right into it because this is dominated by your stuff, and so it's like you can go. You don't have to you wait for him to give that line, but then no spacing after that. You just go
Okay.
straight.
All right.
Mhm. All right, we're gonna take it from the top and action.
Everything you said in your
Lord,
word,
I
God,
told this boy to
it
get up.
belongs in my life, yeah.
Boy, I told you to get up and get ready for church.
Mom, you get home too late.
You think that's news to me? That's why you're going to church today.
Ma, I'm tired.
Tired.
Ma, leave me alone. I'm not going.
Not going. I raised you in church, Caleb. You know what you're risking. What are you running from?
I'm just.
In the flesh. Yeah, I know. Caught up yet again in the world. You have the stiffest neck, boy. Is God gonna have to have kill you to stay obedient?
No.
Then come on and get right with God. You might not have another chance, Caleb. And Ben is leading you straight to hell.
Ben? Ma, who's Ben?
Benjamin Brown. We used to call him BB for short. But he grew out of that long time ago. Now he goes by Buster. How appropriate. You think I didn't know you've been running up behind him? I just look stupid. Now come on and get ready and go to church with me.
Ma, it's just a waste of time. All that preaching and shouting for nothing.
Lord.
Ain't nobody coming up off that.
Caleb, This discussion is over. No questions, no debates. You up in my house, and you're going to respect it. Respect me. Either you walking out that door to go to church or anywhere else but back here.
Can't go back to church.
Then get out.
But Ma, come on, Ma, let me get my stuff.
No, ain't no getting no stuff. Father God, please keep me in this hour. And have mercy on my son. Bring him back to you, Lord. Because he has lost his way.
Ma,
Mm-mm.
Ma, at least let me get my shoes. Ma, I need some shoes.
I birthed you in this world. Crying and butt naked. It's off. That's off.
Right, because it's
We way off.
yeah, all it is slow. Y'all, that's why we're gonna have to get a time. And I set y'all up with slow pacing, and now we have to speed it up. So
Even more.
yeah. So the key is
Okay.
you just maintain a fat and Caleb, this is for you too. You can't give a whole lot of space with your responses as
Okay.
well. All right. So we're good. We just got to increase our pacing. So it may feel unnaturally fast for you right now. I'm not even worried as much about the actual performance right now as I am with making sure you guys get the speed down.
Yeah, that's pacing. Yep,
Right.
exactly.
And then once you get that, you'll be able to fall into your performances. And that pacing is absolutely important, as you know, because we got stuff that has to happen at a certain time. So don't sweat the performances as much as pacing at this point until we get the pacing down. Sound good?
Yep.
All right, good stuff. All right, we're gonna take it from here and action.
Lord have mercy. I told this boy. Boy, I told you to get up and get ready for church.
You come home too late.
You must think that's news to me. That's why you going to church today.
I'm tired.
Tired, he said.
Ma, leave me alone. I'm not going.
Not going. I raised you in the church, Caleb. You know what you're risking. Why? What are you running from?
I just...
In the flesh. Yeah, I know. Caught up in the world yet again. You have the stiffest neck, boy. Is God gonna have to kill you to stay obedient? Then come on and get right with God. You might not get another chance, Caleb. And then it's leaving you straight to hell.
Ben. Ma, who's Ben?
Benjamin Brown. We used to call him BB for short back in the day. But he outgrew that, I guess, long time ago. Now, how appropriate he goes by Buster now. Yeah, that's appropriate. You think I didn't know you've been running behind him? I just look stupid. Now come on, get ready to go to church.
Ma, it's just a waste of time. All that preaching and shouting for nothing. Ain't nobody taking off of that.
Caleb, this discussion is over. No questions, no debates. You up in my house, and you gonna respect it. Respect me. Now you either walking out that door to go to church or anywhere else but here.
I can't go back to church.
Then you can't come back. Get out.
Come on, Ma. Ma, at least let me get my stuff.
Ain't no come on, Ma. Father God, keep me in this hour.
Ma,
Have mercy on my son, Father. Bring him to you, Lord, for he has lost his way.
Ma,
Mm-mm,
Ma,
mm-mm.
Ma, at least let me get my shoes.
I can't do this.
Ma, I need some
I,
shoes.
I birthed you in this world, crying and butt naked. I'm sending you back with more than you came with. Be thankful.
Right there. So you want to get to the be thankful right
Yeah, it's
before
still,
this
yeah,
round.
yeah,
Mhm.
it's still a little behind.
Yep. Yep. All you gotta do is
Yeah,
just speed it
we
up. You
get
guys are
there.
gonna do it. Yeah. You're just getting more
We,
and more used to the lines every time we do it. Every time you sense yourself taking your time, don't take it. And
okay,
then, yeah, so just roll with it like that. And you guys ready?
Mm-hmm.
ready.
All right. And action.
Everything you said in your
Lord, I
word,
told this
God,
boy to get up,
it
get
belongs in
ready.
my life, yeah.
Boy, I told you to get up and get ready for church.
Ah, you get home too late.
You think that's news to me? That's why you're going to church today.
Ma, I'm tired.
Hmm,
I can have all
Ma, leave me
tired.
alone. I'm not going.
Not going. I raised you in church, Caleb. You know what you're risking. What are you running from?
Ma, I'm just.
In the flesh. Yeah, I know. Caught up yet again in the world. You have the stiffest neck, boy. Is God gonna have to kill you to stay obedient?
No.
Then come on and get it right with God. You might not get another chance, Caleb. Then it's leading you straight to hell.
Ben. Ma, who's Ben?
Benjamin Brown. We used to call him BB for short. But he grew out that long time ago. Now he goes by Buster. How appropriate.
Nah.
You think I didn't know you've been running behind him? I just look stupid. Now come on, get ready and go to church with me.
I can't go back to church.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Caleb, this discussion is over. No questions, no debates. You up in my house. You're going to respect it. Respect me. Either you walking out that door to go to church or anywhere else but back here.
Ma, come on. Ma, come on, just let me get my stuff.
No, get out.
Ma.
Mm-mm. Ain't no mom. Ain't no mom nothing. Father God, keep me in this hour and have mercy on my son. Bring him back to you, Lord, because he done lost his way.
Ma, at least let me get my shoes.
I
Ma, I
birthed
need
you in this
shoes.
world, crying and butt naked. I'm sending you back with more than what you came here with. Be thankful.
Well, first you hit me when I'm injured and now you kick me out? Really, Ma?
I can't do this. I can't do this, Lord. Give me strength. Give me strength. Give me strength, Lord. Please give me strength. Jesus, help me, Lord. I can't. I can't do this. Give me strength. Please give me strength, Lord.
And cut. All right. There we go. So we're close. Next time we do it, we can even increase the pacing just a little bit. But that was almost dead on. I'm loving the performances. I'm gonna take us all the way from the top. Any
I got a
questions?
little bit more time. I don't have to. I don't have to speed that up at the end. After the, I could take a little bit more time. I feel like we had some.
No, no, no.
Well, what
You
happened was,
More slams.
because you skipped. What happened
yeah,
was you ended up
he
skipping.
skipped the line. He
Yeah,
skipped the yeah,
yeah,
the part where you say, "Ma, it's just a waste of time. All that preaching and shouting for nothing. Nobody coming off up off that."
yeah. You skipped that.
You skip
Oh,
that, and then I can't go back.
Right.
So yeah, and that kind of yeah.
She
But
made up
anyway,
for it. Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
I was
She
kind of
covered
taking
for you.
views a
She
little bit.
covered for you. You didn't realize it, and then you thought you had more time, and no, you
Uh,
don't. So,
sorry.
but
No,
it's all
no
good.
problem. We
That's
getting it
what the
together,
performance.
son. We getting it together.
Yeah, that's how performances get put together. That's why I didn't say nothing. I just let it go. Let y'all see what y'all see.
Right, exactly. Because I know we got to just improvise and do it, make it
Yeah,
happen, make it come
yeah,
together.
yeah. So just keep it in mind. You guys are doing good. Just remember, as you're giving your performance, if you feel like you're taking your time, just don't.
Okay.
Just don't, as much as you can. All right, this is good. Now, here, what's going to happen is remember, I'm going to take us all the way to the beginning now, and you have time in the beginning to kind of have a slow pace. But once we come off of our intro, then there you go.
Oh, we're going from the beginning. Beginning. Okay.
Yeah, we went all the way from the top now.
Okay.
All
All
right.
right. But this is good. The more y'all do it,
Shake it out.
the better you get.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
All
This
right.
is
Good.
so emotional.
Yeah. That's why I'm like trying to give you space, especially for you, Ava. I mean, and then I'm all smiling. You hear it in my voice at the end. I'm sure. So yeah, I know it's tough. Okay, I'm gonna take us from the top.
Okay.
Okay, you guys ready?
Ready?
All right, let's do it. And action.
Caleb, get up.
Hmm? Hmm?
Wake up, Caleb. It's after 8 already. And today, you're going to church with me.
Okay, Mom. Getting up.
Wake up, boy.
Mom. Mom.
Everything you said in your word,
Lord, now I told this boy to
it
get
belongs in
up.
my
Let me see.
life.
Is he? Boy, I told you to get up and get ready for church.
Mom. You didn't get home too late.
You think that's news to me? That's why you're going to church today.
Mom, I'm tired.
Tired, he says.
Mom, leave me alone. I'm not going.
Not going. I raised you in church, Caleb. You know what you're risking. What are you running from?
Just
In the flesh. Yeah, I know. Caught up yet again in the world. You have the stiffest neck, boy. Is God gonna have to kill you to stay obedient?
no.
Then come on and get right with God. You might not get another chance, Caleb. And Ben, he leading you straight to hell.
Ben? Oh, Ben.
Oh, Lord. Benjamin Brown. We used to call him BB for short. But I guess he outgrew that long time ago. Now he goes by Buster. How appropriate. You think I didn't know you've been running up behind him? I just look stupid. Now come on and get ready and go to church with me.
Ma, it's just a waste of time. All that preaching and shouting for nothing. Ain't nobody coming up off that.
Oh, Lord, Caleb. This discussion is over. No questions, no debates. You up in my house. Respect it. Respect me. Either you walking out that door to go to church or anywhere else but back here.
I can't go back to church.
Then you can't come back. Get out.
Ma, come on.
Mm-mm.
Ma, at least let me get my stuff.
I'm not doing this with you today, Father. Father God,
Ma.
keep me in this hour and have mercy on my son. Bring him back to you, Lord, because he done lost his way.
Ma.
Yeah, I'm not doing this.
Ma, I need some shoes. Ma, I need something to get my shoes.
I birthed you in this world crying and butt naked. I'm sending you back with more than you came here with. Be thankful.
First you slapped me when I hurt my knee, and now you kick me out. Really, Ma?
I can't do this. I cannot do this.
Cut. I'm gonna cut it there before you dive in. So we were good. We just gotta.
I feel that little. Yep. I already know. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I gotta pick that pace up right there.
Mm-hmm. It's really throughout. It's like what's happening is you're into your performance, and I love it, but you're just taking your time with the performance. You just gotta, whenever you feel yourself taking your time, don't give yourself that time. You don't have it.
Okay.
Yeah, but the performance is awesome. Performance is amazing, actually. Absolutely, we are right there. All right, let's take it from the top. Good stuff. Top.
Okay, let's do
All
it.
the way. Let's do it. All right. And so here, Vaughn, just so you see, the cue is when the music changes before the door shuts, before it gets quiet. She's in her performance, so it's hard for her to really be, listening for that music. But he is right. When you hear the music ramping up, when Caleb is outside, you hear it. That's when you know you should be at that line where that door is about to slam.
Okay.
So that's kind of a measuring stick. But she's just gonna try to go a little faster throughout. Just don't give yourself time for these performances. Try not to add words, to the performance when you do it. Okay. See, that's asking a lot because these actors they live in it. So it's a lot, but just pick it up when we can.
Okay.
All right, and from the top.
Caleb, get up.
Mm-hmm.
Wake up, Caleb. It's after 8 already. And today, you're going to church with me.
Okay, Ma. Getting up.
Wake up, boy.
Mom. Mom. Good.
Boy, I told you to get up and get ready for church.
Ma, don't get home too late.
You must think that's news to me. That's why you're going to church today.
Ma, I'm tired.
Tired, he said.
Ma, leave me alone. I'm not going.
Not going. I raised you in church, Caleb. You know what you're risking. What are you running from?
Ma, I'm just.
In the flesh. Yeah, I know. Caught up yet again in the world. You have the stiffest neck, boy. Is God gonna have to kill you to stay obedient?
No.
Then come on and get right with God, Caleb. You might not get another chance. And then he lead you straight to hell.
Ben? Ma, who's Ben?
Who's Ben? Benjamin Brown. We used to call him BB for short. But I guess he outgrew that long time ago. Now he goes by Buster. How appropriate. You think I didn't know you were running up behind him? I just look stupid. Now come on and get ready to go to church with me.
Ma, it's just a waste of time. All that preaching and shouting for nothing. Ain't nobody coming up off that.
Caleb, this discussion is over. No questions, no debates. You're up in my house. Respect it. Respect me. Either you walking out that door to go to church or anywhere else but here.
I can't go back to church.
Then you can't come back. Get
Come on, Ma. Ma, at least let me get my stuff.
I'm not doing this with you today. Father God,
Ma.
keep me in this hour and have mercy on my son. Bring him back to you, Lord, for he has lost his way.
Ma.
I'm not doing it. I can't do it.
Ma, at least let me get my shoes. Ma,
I birthed you in this world. I birthed you in this world, crying and butt naked. I'm sending you back with more than you came with. Be thankful. Can't do this.
First you hit me when I'm injured, and now you kick me out? Really, Ma?
I cannot.
Ma.
I can't do it. Whew. Jesus, help me, Lord. I cannot do this. God, please give me strength. Watch over my boy.
That's what we are talking about.
Oh God,
I know
gotta
that
come
was
down.
hard.
I gotta come down because that
Yeah.
got me right there.
Yes, we heard it all. We heard it all. Chat, let them know. Shout out to really both of my talented performances here because you both did it. But I mean, you did have the emotional load to carry, Ava. Patrice, and she did that. What do y'all think?
Oh, you took me there, son. You took me there.
Sheesh.
She did that, and I know I was pushing y'all because we were doing it over and over again until we got that timing right. But you see how it feels in terms of being able to get the performance, but it was with the proper pacing. It was, we had the drama and we even had a little melodrama, but it wasn't over the top with the melodrama.
Mhm.
Let's see what this question is here. I'm gonna pull this one down while we have it up here. I'm gonna have a backstory there. Yeah, there's a lot of backstory here.
Here's my daddy.
Where your daddy? Where your
That's
daddy?
part of the backstory for real. Like we do get the backstory, and this is a very layered and nuanced story. And so that's a hard, as we know, I mean, come on. I was reading through the chat as you all were giving the performances, and we had people, having some commentary. I think Adrian had some early commentary, and I think Tony was coming in with kind of responding. There was a nice little conversation going on about, okay, what was happening, and was this setting Caleb up? As a mom, would you, how do you feel about? I guess it's an unfair question to say, okay, well, would you? Because you're not in that situation. But as a mom, what kind of things did you have to go through, or how did you feel about what Ava was doing, Patrice?
I definitely felt the from the beginning, my conviction with knowing that he had went out all night, but my conviction was he getting up and he going to church because we gonna praise God. We gonna give it to him. So my frame of mind was there
Mm,
more as we've got into it, the more the emotions start to build for me. When the contingent came in with him fighting against the grain with me on it and still trying to keep the pace all the while building up the emotion and being able to do it in the right timing.
mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because I was like like trying not to look so much at the
At the visual cues.
at the visual because once I get into my emotions, sometimes it's hard for me to do that. But
Yeah,
because now this is my first time doing this, I have to, remember to glimpse back over there, glimpse
right.
back over so I can stay on my time. And so, yeah.
Right. And that's a huge challenge. That's why I respect you all so much when you're doing it, because this is just completely different, and I hope that the audience in the chat is, understanding and appreciating that it's one thing for like myself and for us to chat, to watch and to see, okay, the timing isn't here, this and this and this, but it's another whole thing, especially when you're carrying a scene the way that you are, to have to um, try to be mindful, try to be mindful of the timing in the way that I'm insisting, because you're giving this live performance on time. It's almost like, having to, be on beat, so to speak. But at the same time, you're like in the middle of your performance. It's a really tough thing.
Yeah, I felt it, I know it was much, much, much better and cleaner when it came to the pacing.
Hmm. Yeah.
So yeah, definitely. I felt like we both was coming together and being able to keep the pacing and still have the right communication that we needed to have to keep it, to keep it going for
Hmm.
us to continue to feed off of each other. So
Hmm. I see we got trash can waves in here, checking things out. Salute, Trash Can. How much of this did you see? I'm curious, Trash Can Waves. How much you been watching? Because if you came at the end, you have no idea how hard we worked to get us right there. So I'm curious. JC, it was very challenging, OG, but the last take was perfect. Absolutely.
thank you, thank you.
I'm gonna, for anybody here, I'm gonna go ahead and drop the link if anybody wants to come up and say anything or ask any questions about the nature of the performance, or ask the actors anything or ask me anything, then here's the link. You guys are welcome to use it. Let's see. I'm going through it right now. It was just tough, but you guys nailed it. Caleb, how was it for you? What would
Um,
what was kind of going through your head? Because to me, your performance, you were there like throughout. You didn't have like the emotional load to carry,
like,
but what was there, you were definitely to me in the pocket,
it's Caleb. He didn't take it serious until he's getting kicked out.
right?
So I kind of try to play it as in like this is what my mom does. She I'm calling her bluff a little bit. So I try to play it there, and I think we talked about this in our table read. It's much like theater and choreography. So we got a lot to work with in the little bit of time that we have. So it's you also got to play off your opposite character. You got to play off against the music. You got to play against the pictures, the illustration. So it was fun, and she felt like my mama. She felt like my real mama. So it was cool. It was
How
cool.
many people? I'm wondering about that too. How many people? Because at the beginning, people it seemed like a lot of people were being kind of taken back to when their mama was waking them up to go to church. Seems
Ooh.
like in the black family,
That's
that's a
where I
big,
had to go back to in like a time to play when I have to wake my son up to get ready for school. And then I had
Mhm.
to go. I had to dig in an emotional place right there for me. That last part, like for me, yeah,
Mhm.
I had to dig to get that, and it when I did, it took me there for real. Like, and for me, that's good acting. But I
Yeah.
had to dig. I had to dig. I was like, oh God, because I was fighting. I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna have to get it from somewhere, you know.
Mhm, mhm.
And your work
And
helped me
I
in
actually
my
did.
character. So the work you were doing definitely helped me to develop, some of my work and my character too. So like the bouncing
Oh,
off of
good.
each other was
Yes, yes, yes,
well.
yes.
So I see in the chat here, I was just reading here, Fudge will put it in here, and I wonder if anybody else is doing that.
That's
Sounds
my
just like us in real life. I mean, we all are drawing from these experiences, and that's one of the things that this is part of what I mean when I say, think about it. How many? Just try to imagine how many either sitcoms or films that we can think of. What we just talked about is a common experience in at least in the black family. I don't know if this is a common thing in across all cultures, but it's common. Everyone, just about everyone here can identify with either our parents doing that with us, or let's say if we're old enough, us doing it with our kids or our grandparents or somewhere in our family where it's that, this part of it, how fundamental just getting up and going to church is, without getting too overly deep or spiritual about it, just this experience. But how often do we see this in the culture, in our entertainment? How often do we see it? Do you guys see it?
not too much.
I see mockeries being made of it from time to time. And what I mean by that, like jokes about it, or let's go. I'm thinking about a scene. So, do you remember how many people saw Spike Lee's movie? I think this
Wait
was
up.
this um, the one Black Oak where Wesley Snipes was dating the Jewish lady. I think it was in this movie. And remember, Sam Jackson played, I think, Gator. I think where the parents was Ruby D
Oh, okay, yeah. What's that?
and
Not Jungle Fever. Not Jungle
Ruby
Fever.
D
Jungle
and
Fever.
yeah,
Oscar
Oscar
Davis.
Davis. Yeah.
Yeah. So how many people remember that scene? They were the religious parents, and they, so you had a dynamic where they were like, the religious parents, but that whole dynamic wasn't a dynamic like this, where it feeds off of something that we all can relate to per se. I just don't know how many authentic scenes. And let's say if we can think of something like that, the point I want to make is that we don't see it often, and we need to see it often because it's a part of our culture, right?
Yes.
Absolutely,
Mhm.
I agree, and we don't see it often. I would have to go back and refresh my memory to that scene because it's been so long
Mhm.
since I've seen the movie. But you're absolutely right; it need to be actually seen more in our culture.
Hmm. And this is why when we say things like we need to have more, say, black directors directing our films, because if we are going to do, if we're trying, not all of us out here trying to do, it's cool. Listen, Marvel movies are cool, and the superhero movies and stuff that's vogue now, or the high concept stuff that we see sometimes, all that's cool. But filmmaking, um, it really should be pulling parts of it from reality. And high drama, there's a place for it, and we don't necessarily see these kinds of things being authentically produced and presented if we don't have black directors who can pull from these experiences and then dramatize them, and have actors like yourself live it, and you're pulling from real stuff. So there's a certain reality that comes with it, that or authenticity, should I say, that comes along with it, that is really, it's entertaining, and um it's worth it's worth seeing, especially in the broader uh within a broader story, so yeah.
Yep, I agree.
So this is good stuff. Julius, good night. Good job tonight, team. Really enjoyed the craft and development there. They worked for it. They worked for it. Tony Poe, this is truly a cultural connection and experience as well. The characters in their development are well thought out, and that's what gets us all wrapped up. Yeah, because we can resonate. We can absolutely resonate with this. Wealth engineering. The filmmaking is also a medium to transmit literature and culture. Absolutely.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
Agree.
Acting was perfect, but the illustrations were superb. Simply the best. Thank you, Human Park. Thanks for remembering to shout out Human Park. Human did it again, right?
Yeah.
Mhm. Yes.
Yeah.
Human did it again. He helped stand us up. Man, we appreciate you so much. Human can't watch these live, but she can catch these afterwards. And so I know she's watching these. So shout out to Human. Hey, Human. Appreciate you. Love you. We're going to continue to do these. And I can't wait till we get the full story out. And hopefully we're going to just keep it going from here. All right, so I put this in the chat. I'll drop the link one more time. If anybody wants to call in and come up, then you're absolutely welcome to. Otherwise, we'll stay here in the chat. And Wealth, we might not, JC, we might not be here in 15 minutes. It's 10:15 now. It just depends, because I don't wanna hold us if we just to hold us. Let's see. Seems like everybody is just here kind of enjoying what we did together. It's really a good thing to have you here as a part of it. I'm talking to the chat now, as a part of it, to give us the feedback and give us the encouragement. What's good about this is that we're creating the story, and we have this, but then later, you see what I'm doing. I'm chopping these episodes up into the smaller parts that I'm placing on the short form video content sharing. So TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube Shorts. And so what we did here, this was roughly like a 5 minute piece, a little bit over 5 minutes, something like that, at 1 minute each. When we get to it, that's 5 parts that we just created tonight. So we're putting it down, and we're slowly gonna chop it up and tell the story. And so I'm looking forward to seeing um how this picks up on just that side of it. Definitely looking forward to it. I'm gonna play some music in the background. Anything that you all wanted to add before because I'm gonna close this down if if we're good, because we have accomplished what we came to
Well, the
accomplish.
question, yeah, I'm getting ready to say the question is, are you good with it, sir, Mr. Filmmaker? That's the $64,000 question. Are you good with it?
Yeah, I feel like we got what we needed in that last take, in addition to the stuff that we led up to. And I don't want to ask you all. Like, my thing is, once we get it, this is one of the things that I'm quite used to. In filmmaking, you may have heard these stories about directors who will ask their talent to like go take after take after take after take, um, and they have some crazy reasons why they do it. And sometimes I think it's just power tripping. But I am the type that once I know that I have the performance that I need, we don't have to keep doing it because I don't want to burn my actors out. Now, last week, I'll put it on the table. Last week, the audience wanted the encore. So I don't know if that's something y'all ready for, but and so I won't put it out there unless y'all say you really kind of down for it. But the audience was like loving last week's performance so much that they wanted to do it one more time before we left.
We give the people what they want. We aim to please.
Right? That's so true. So true. I mean, especially when y'all, getting it down in terms of the timing so much. But here's the thing. So I'll put it out there, audience who's here right now. Do you feel like you good to go? You got what you wanted as well, or do you want an encore? We are comfortable either way. We are comfortable either way. Wealth is picking up. JC is telling us there was a small audio issue on the last take, but if you take that part from the previous episode, we're good. And you notice that's what I do.
Yeah, I did notice a little bit of that as well.
Hmm. Let me go through and read some of these that people are leaving. Some of these comments while we're going. So, JC, this is to you, Patrice. Salute and great performance tonight. It wasn't easy, but you delivered a world class performance at the end.
Oh,
See,
Chuck, wealth engineer. Man, that's awesome. Thank you so much.
she's not performing in these stage plays for nothing now. OG got the talent and the skills now. Y'all better recognize. Okay. She's just showing that I knew what I was doing when I cast it, Miss OG Patrice. Let's see here. I need to find a way to talk you out of your purple rain gear. Who's that, Rob? Really? This funny. Let me go down here. Let me go to Tony. Frank, we appreciate you. You just keep doing it in the best way. Gotta go, but thanks so much for the experience of witnessing this greatness. Love y'all, fam. See you next week. Blessings. Thank you, Tony. Thank you, Tony. And this is my daughter jumping in, Elena Good, and she's saying, "Hey." So she
Oh,
done
hey, Elena.
me up. Hey, Elena. She's checking us out. We give you a shout out, Elena. What's happening? You on the broadcast now?
Nice.
Let's see. Yeah, so that's the small audio issues. Sophia saying we're proud of you. Just isn't enough. Take a bow because the people don't believe in blessings. You showing what they are. Love you so much. Thank you. You are so supportive. I'm just doing my part here to make sure that we get this right. I want to make sure that we execute because I don't want to waste anybody's time. You all have tremendous talent, and I want to make sure that we use it to the fullest as we create this and make this something that is, a come up, something that benefits everybody involved. So I'm just doing my part. Wealth engineering. I'm good and satisfied on the last take. Eating up the city. Glad I was finally able to tune in tonight. Gives me a bit of insight to know what to expect when I'm up. Yeah, this is Shinosha for everybody, and she's coming up here pretty soon. Thank you all for your creative talents, cast and director. Y'all are absolutely amazing. Thank you, Shinosha. And Shinosha has great talent as well. I'm looking forward to when you come up, Shinosha. And I don't know if Sajda is here tonight, but I believe it's either Sajda. I think her birthday weekend is this weekend. So happy
Oh,
birthday.
hey.
Happy birthday, Sajda, if you're
Yes,
here.
happy birthday.
Hmm. Fine. I thought the last take was perfect. Now, if you can do it better than that, I say go for it. It was a great take. It really was. a great take. I'm just going through. At the end of the last act was powerful. The picture was a foreshadowing to come next. Let's talk about that picture at the end. So what we I just wanted to make sure that I placed us in the context of Ava being prayerful for her son. She's leaning in on her understanding, and for Ava, God is her source for everything. And this is a very, I mean, think about it. In terms of the drama, Caleb kind of has a point, right? Caleb got popped when he was hurt because he came out the mouth the wrong way,
Mhm.
and it took Ava by surprise. It's not like she's this person who is like somehow violent or physical with her son. It's just that it just so happened that he said something that absolutely shocked her, and that kind of just happened. But Caleb kind of has a point, right? He got popped, back when he got injured, and now he's getting put out. So that's a very tough, that if you look at it from the outside and you don't think about a lot of things, you kind of take things out of context. That can be something that does not bode well. I believe Adrian might be ready to call what is it? Human services? What is it?
Human
Child protective
resources.
services.
Oh, child protection.
Because, yeah, right. Putting him out and putting him on the streets and all of that. A lot of people might not necessarily. Um, I'm sure how many people in the chat have seen the whole "Scared Straight" series where, they
Oh
take
yeah.
these youth who just off the chain and drop them off in jail with the hardened criminals to try to scare them straight. You
Yeah.
know.
I remember that season. Those episodes. I used to watch that long time ago.
Mhm.
hmm Because you have some, that's the kind of society that we live in. This could open up another whole conversation about how corporal punishment is being taken out of the homes. It's almost like you can't,
Mhm.
you
Mhm.
get called, and so that this notion of tough love, showing being tough on your child because it's better for them to get it from you in an instructive environment as opposed to not getting it at all and then having to learn those lessons the hard way on the actual street where there is no love.
That's right.
So, that's just, so I could see how, you know, that can be viewed hard. So just leading back to what I was going to say is that, so I wanted to make sure we ended on this notion that Ava is coming from a place of love and doing what she thinks is right, giving tough love to Caleb. She's just not gung ho
Right.
about putting
That's
Caleb out.
that's the frame of mind I was in. Giving tough love at the same time, it was killing me. It was hurting me to death though to have to like do that to my son and go there. But it was one of those tough love moments where, okay, God, I just have to trust you that you got my son. He got you, but he gonna learn today.
hmm He gonna learn today.
He gonna
Mhm.
learn today.
Raheem, you had to learn. See, this is what Adrian talking about to the streets with you.
To the
You're
streets
right,
with you.
Adrian. I'm surprised you
Mm,
ain't calling.
I'm surprised she ain't called in either, telling me how she gonna call child protective services.
Right, right. So that's why we have that at the end. I really want people to remember that. It was a praying woman. She's not a she's not like this abuse. She's not like the mama from Precious.
Oh no, oh no, oh
How
no.
many
I
people
am
saw
so
that?
not that mama.
The opposite of that mama.
Yeah, exactly. She wasn't no praying mama. She was mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
She was straight up. She was straight up that mama.
Mhm.
She was that mama for the streets, as they say. She was
Exactly.
for
Oh
the
my God.
streets. And yeah, exactly. So yeah, no, that's what I got out of it. Like totally, I get her. I get Ava's conviction, in her faith. I get her conviction in her son, just still trusting and believing, that God's gonna turn her son away. And
Mhm.
she knew that she had to do that and just trust God, trust God and have her faith to believe that God's gonna take care of him out in the streets. God's gonna take care of everything. That's how much, her faith is. So,
Hmm. Yeah, this is one of those things right here. We're just gonna continue to watch the story, but that's one of these things where, maybe she did take it too far, right? I mean, we're just
yeah.
talking about her perspective, but now when we want to evaluate it,
Mhm.
maybe she's making a mistake here.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We never know.
There's no, there's like no pamphlet. Any parent will tell you that.
And
You know,
listen, guys in the chat, Frank is not giving up all the goods to us either.
Yeah,
So
we
we're being taken down this road too of
we don't know a
we
thing.
don't know. We don't know till we know.
We don't know till Monday.
right?
Exactly.
Exactly.
Look at Adrian. Stop it, Adrian. She's like with you with no shoes.
Caleb was out there in his socks. Caleb was standing up in his socks.
Oh, that's why it was so hard for me, Adrian. I mean, I was very it was emotional roller coaster. Like I toiled with that, having to, exercise that tough love to my son, but at the same time I have to trust God.
Mhm. Absolutely. And Ava will say that's Ava, I think, as the person who wrote the character, I think she would say that that's part of what's wrong is this willingness to let your kids kind of run all over you and not stand
Mm.
for what's right. She would say that.
Mhm. Yeah,
Mhm.
that's why I said she's strong in her conviction, as is she strong in her faith. So
Mhm.
I get that two-sided of motherhood because we wear many hats. You
Mhm.
know, it comes to a point where, yeah, she had to exercise tough love with her son because right now he's not getting it, but he was also surprised that his
Mhm.
mom put him out. Like, really, mom? This what we doing?
Mhm.
So it was like, yeah, this what we doing. But behind the closed doors, he don't see me breaking down and crying that I had to do
Exactly.
that
He don't see
as a
that.
mother. Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
And this is, I wonder how many, she's a single mom clearly here in this situation. I wonder how many single moms resonate with that. The note, not necessarily with the specific thing she did, but with the notion of having to be the mom and the dad, having to be the loving person who was always caring and supporting, but then having to be the disciplinarian or to be the man, the man and the woman, the husband and the wife, the mama and the daddy, in a situation when you're a single mom. I wonder
Right.
how
And
much that resonates.
in these YouTube streets they say we shouldn't say that, right? As women that are single mothers raising kids, like, no, you're not the mama and the dad, but as a disciplinary, I get what they saying in a sense, but like we still have to be disciplinary, so we have to show another side of us,
Right.
as any single mother probably have had to when you're raising children, when the father is not in the picture. So I
Mhm.
I would believe and agree that probably every single woman that has had to raise a child, especially
Second
sons,
time. Mhm. They
would
have no
agree
choice.
would agree with that notion. So yeah.
So think about just thinking it, just relating it to stuff that we all may have seen. I don't know how many people in the chat have seen um, "Do the Right Thing." Spike Lee. There's a scene where um, the mom comes out because the son is out there playing and almost got hit in the street. And the mom come out, and the first thing she do is she like popping and whipping him, because he's in trouble. He shouldn't have been out there in the streets. And the the patriarch of the street is trying to tell her, and that was played by Ozzie Davis, is trying to tell her you don't have to, you don't have to do that. And she turned on him quick and said, "Listen, I appreciate you for what you're saying, but I'm not gonna have anybody, tell me how to raise my child, not even his daddy." That's one of those moments. You guys remember that scene?
I do. So so in that moment she was like, no, not even his daddy, and he wasn't here around for a lot of stuff, and so I got it.
Mhm.
Definitely.
Yeah, yeah. So it's a challenge to be, the disciplinarian of your child when you feel like you know this path that your child is on. You got to break that cycle. That's a challenging thing. So
Exactly.
don't judge Ava, don't judge Ava too harshly just yet.
I know, right?
So they're like, dang.
That was a moment in the scene that I so related to as a mother of having to make a tough decision like
Mhm,
that, but still have love for your child.
mhm, mhm,
So it's definitely a conviction.
mhm. Absolutely. All right, good stuff. Well, I think this was a good night. You all did. Just I want to give you both all the kudos and all the recognition. Thank you so much for working so hard to deliver, and you absolutely delivered on this scene, and you have helped us advance this story in
Well,
a way.
thank you. I mean, I'm working with good people. Kayla brings out that mother in me. So he's a natural. He really is. I want to commend you, Kayla, for your role because I'm telling you, you're making the mother with come out in me. So just even but by what you're doing. So thank you for that. And then you too, Frank, because you're bringing it out of us
Mhm,
slowly but surely. You're guiding us and directing us out of it, and that's the awesome thing about what I want people to realize, especially in the chat that's getting this experience along the way, that this is how things come to play for real with movies, and how
Mm,
directors and filmmakers guide you and direct you through the scene, give set up the scenarios, give you the scenarios to have in your head to get what he wants out of the character in you. So
mhm,
I'm
mhm.
glad that you guys are getting this experience at first hand in the chat of seeing it, because what normally you just go to a movie or watch TV, you don't know what goes on
yeah.
behind the scenes. So like if you, unless you've been a part of a play or television or movie, as having playing a character role, that this is some of the, I'm so glad you guys are getting to see some of the behind the scenes stuff that happened in real time.
In real time. Just what it takes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You see, they have the work for these performances. And it takes a lot out of you too. Like they don't just sit here and do this and then they go on and it's like nothing happened. They have to decompress and rest and recuperate even from the kind of performances that, say what Patrice gave tonight, which emotionally it calls for an emotional um, um, it pulls the emotional energy out of you. So
Yeah, I'm gonna have me a glass of wine after this.
yeah,
Deserve it.
yeah, absolutely. Me too. I'm looking forward to it.
I know, right? It's like, but I wanna see the end result, right? Of like all the work that all of us are putting in. This is gonna be so freaking awesome because as we go along, and I want the chat to realize it, frame it all in your mind, of how all of this is coming together. This is the phenomenon of what making film is about, or acting is about, and seeing characters come to life, seeing a director do his thing behind the scenes, and
Mhm.
to be able to make all this come together. And just start imagining, now we in episode 5 going into 6, imagining what all of this is going to look like in its completion. Like
Right.
it's phenomenal, and I'm just,
Yeah.
yeah,
Thank you for
good
mentioning
stuff.
that because this is episode 5. I think everybody, if you don't know, I have a total of 17 episodes. So think about what we've seen so far. It really is just a setup. Still, we're still in the beginning stages of what's coming, and so, whoa! I am extremely excited to see how we develop this, and then how people respond as we get more and more into the story. We still are setting it up. So yeah, thanks for putting that out. And it's a slow process, but it takes that kind of time. We cooking. It's like we slow cooking all the way through, and it takes that amount of time to
Yeah.
create something to come out with something that's going to be good at the end.
Well,
Hmm.
yeah, Adrian, if I made you mad because I treated my son like that, then I did my part.
Exactly.
You
Exactly.
all in your feelings now, Adrian Nash.
Exactly.
So I'm glad. At least that's an emotion, right? Because that's what you want to get out of it, right? You want to feel some type of way.
100. You're not here to be bored. You're here to be emotionally invested in these characters and in these performances.
Exactly. Thank
Yeah.
you, everybody in the chat,
Yeah.
for your review, your feedback, like
Yeah.
everything. Because this is the cool part. You guys are coming along the way. You're riding this wave with us, and that's so freaking cool because you guys have been nothing but awesome. So thank
Hmm.
you guys so
So
much.
supportive. Yeah. And I want to give a shout out to really all of our moderators because Vaughn was moderating. Sophia, again, you've been moderating as well. Gail is in the house. Gail has been moderating as well. And shout out to Peter, like watching a masterpiece work of art in the making. This is an NFT moment. I know. See, it's so funny how we can refer to this in terms that are coming NFTs. Such an advanced,
I know, right? That's so
next
cool. And
level
Peter,
comment
Peter's
right
so
there.
awesome. I love him. Thank you so much, Peter. Salute to the moderators. Y'all keeping and holding it down in the chat, and thank you guys too for all the support you show. All of us, the cast,
Mhm.
Frank, as well as everybody that's in the chat that's giving their views and opinions, suggestions, questions. Like I love it all. It's just great feedback.
Mhm. I will.
Adrian,
I know
you
Adrian's right
mad?
here.
Adrian, you mad?
That's what we want. So I'll set you up. I'll go ahead and set everybody up for next week, and then I'll take us out. So next
Sounds
week,
good.
we continue. Episode 6 continues, and I won't give anything away, but I will say that we do advance just a little bit past this moment to see the first sort of effects of what this moment has kind of happened. And so they of course are very interesting, and the narrative gets advanced in a major way next week. We see some of the developments that we eventually come to see later on. So stay, I'm looking forward to you all. Just stay tuned, come on back for episode 6, because we will continue to advance this story and tell this story, and the performance is going to be amazing.
Okay. Sounds
All
good.
right.
All
Yeah, yeah.
right.
Okay, guys. So, anything you want to say before we head out, Raheem? I'm gonna go ahead and close
No,
this
just
out after
thank
you.
you and good job, OG Frank. Thanks for just allowing me to be here and play with you guys. I'm having an awesome time.
I
Hmm.
know it is an awesome ride, isn't it?
Yeah,
To just be a part of it. I'm loving it as the more and more as we go along, the more and more I'm loving it. So yeah, absolutely. Thanks again for the opportunity, Frank. It's a pleasure
Hmm.
and honor working with you. And I'm just excited about the finished product and what's to
Hmm.
come ahead.
We
So
building it. I love it. I see it
absolutely.
all coming together. We
I
are
know,
slowly,
right?
yes,
hmm
yes,
week by week. Good stuff. All right. Well, everybody, I'm gonna go ahead and close this out with my outro from my Talk with Frank Gooden channel. I'm gonna eventually pivot back to that as well. And as we sort of, this was a really, really nice break for all the things that we're doing. As you guys know, we got crazy stuff that's happening in the world right now with this Ukraine situation. And pay attention to that stuff because
Oh yeah.
this could very well be the beginning of things not being the same. Remember how the pandemic kind of changed things. This isn't some small thing that has gone down with Russia and Ukraine. This isn't a
Yeah.
small.
Yeah, that
Mhm.
is true.
I'm
So
gonna
with all this is going on, we need a little joy. We need a little,
distraction.
something to take our minds off it. That's for the good, of course.
For the good, and this I'm looking forward to this being something that people can kind of come to and have that type of kind of a getaway because we're gonna need it.
Absolutely. And just even, making me realize the role that I'm playing is like the same thing, we America right now, we need prayer.
Mhm,
We need to be on one accord as a
mhm,
people, and we need to realize that with all that's going on in the world, just how complex and short sometimes things can be in life can be. If these last 2 years haven't taught us one thing is with this pandemic and everything else that's going on and seeing people come and go in our lives and now this, if y'all think that everything is the same, it's not. It's changing as we speak more and more,
as we speak.
and we really have to be more cognizant of that, and definitely to pray for the safety of your family and your friends, the things that God has blessed you with in your life, the
Mhm.
opportunities He's allowed you to have,
Mhm.
things of that nature. Listen, it's listen. Yeah,
It's you
we got
can't
to
take
get
it for granted.
cannot we
Mhm.
cannot we
Mhm.
cannot. So we all
Absolutely.
just got to be better and do better.
Absolutely. I second that. You see, I just brought up JC Wealth Engineering. How you doing, sir?
Very good, very good. I know you're about to wrap up. I don't want to hold anyone in. I just wanted to represent the chat on the panel
Yes.
here.
Yeah, I'm
So,
glad. I appreciate you coming up.
no worries. Yeah, sorry I was late. I was doing a bunch of things as I was listening the whole night, but I managed to pull through just before you leave. But again, Caleb, great performance tonight. Great performance
Yes,
tonight.
sir.
The star of the
You look
show
like
tonight
you, my
was
brother.
definitely OG Patrice. Shout out to Ava. And yes, thank you very much for your performance. I noticed at the beginning you were kind of like packing all this emotion, getting ready to unload, but Frank
Mhm.
Frank did a good job managing that and saving it for the right time. And I was on the chat too, trying to manage all that too.
Yeah, yeah. I saw you too.
Yeah, because trust me, it was building up because I literally had to get in a certain mindset
Yeah,
to bring that, and
yeah,
it
you
took me
came
to a
ready.
yeah,
Yeah,
it
you
took me to a time and a place
Yeah.
where that was a contingent with me and my son in real life. So I had to go back and dig from that.
Yeah,
But
like that's the first thing
you
I
know what I
noticed.
mean? Oh
That's the
yeah.
f- that's the first thing. I'm just trying to rush because I don't want to hold too much. But that's the
No,
first
it's
thing.
all good. It's
Yeah,
all
we
good.
good. We good. No rush.
That's the first thing I noticed when you did the first take. The first take, emotion wise, was like pretty good. Like, and I was thinking, I'm like, this is almost beyond acting at this point. Like, it's just too good. It's beyond acting, and I think Frank did a good job managing that, saving it right from the end. But again, world class. I truly mean that. And but when I say world class, it's basically what I mean by that is, let's say no one knows you, no one know the work. I just take the work, I present it to any audience anywhere in the world. They can be like, okay, this is a professional actor, right? You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
from that perspective, you truly delivered. And shout out to you both because that was world class in my opinion. And
Thank you. Well, I have it's because of my son pulled that out of me, right? Like
yeah,
he did his part
awesome.
in taking me there, and that's the thing that actors do with each
Yeah.
other is pull each other into the emotion of the scene,
Hmm.
and my mindset of where I literally was closing my eyes for my scenes because I was imagining he was my son.
mm,
Like for real. So I want you guys to really realize, like that last scene, that I was actually crying, guys. Y'all can't see it, but I
I
was
heard it.
crying for
I
We
real.
know,
heard it.
we know that.
I heard it. I heard
I
it.
was like, oh my God. I was
Yeah.
crying for real. So I already had my box of napkins right here because I felt it building up each
Yeah.
time. But I love Frank's directive because he was slowly taking me back.
Yeah.
But then I'll have to build it up again for the end, and then he'll rear me back, So it was like
Yeah.
I'm an emotional roller coaster right now.
Right. That's
Towards the end,
exactly the
you're a
reason why I
professional.
can't let it
Right.
go because that roller coaster, like if there comes a point where you can't go there when you
Yeah.
just spend it, and
Yeah.
you were saving it. I was like, saving it up in the bank. I'm gonna let you spend it, but I just can't let you spend it right now.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah. Yeah.
exactly. And
And
see, and that's the pro that he is, right?
yeah, and yeah, at the towards the end, you're a professional at unloading that emotional right at the right time, and so
Yeah,
we actually saw you grow as well as an actor throughout this those trials, and I'm happy to hear
process.
that. And you brought me too as from part of the audience, right? Like we come from I would say different countries, but trust me, a lot of what you say, the tone of the way you said it, even the Lord have a mercy, like the little points you were adding just before, like outside of the script, like all that was perfectly how I lived it at. Like every time I was being lazy and my mom wanted to remove that sheet off me, that cold breeze that comes right after, it's like the exact same thing, right? Like it's just, so I think everyone in our culture will relate to something similar. Whether it goes to that extreme, that's something else. But those being lazy, waking up on Sundays to go to church, yeah,
Mhm.
these are a moment that are almost universal when it comes to
Yeah.
our experience as Black people.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
And
Well,
that's
thank
so
you.
important. I just want to say on that point. So because again, that's why I'm so appreciative. That you auditioned and I was able to cast you because you're not just going into those moments for no reason. It's serving the narrative in some very, very powerful ways that are going to come back. And so, just like what you're saying, JC, professional, just a professional standpoint with it, and being able to access these moments to make them real. So they start out being real to you, and then that makes it real to us, and it resonates with us. And we're deliberately breaking the fourth wall here because we're seeing the process. But when I cut this stuff up and we're only just telling the story, then that helps us later really, really dive into um, the reasons why, and it helps us resonate, and it helps us have that impact that it needs to have. So
yeah.
yeah, we appreciate that.
And one last question before I go. Yeah, are we going to see Eva, Mrs. OG Patrice again? I mean, I
Mhm.
hope we do.
Yes.
Yes,
Yep.
I good. That's all I wanted to ask.
Yep.
And good night, everyone. Good salute to the chat, and yes, we're looking forward to see more of that. And
Good
and
night.
thank
Thank you so much.
and thank you again for doing the clips for the shorts. And
Yes.
TikToks is a smart move. That's I think
Mm.
you're going to find a lot of your audience there. And
Mhm.
now that my name is there, I can actually show it to my nephew, and I'll
Yes.
tell my nephew to share it with his entire school. Hey, this is my uncle there, and then it'll
I
get made
can't
fun
wait
of.
till we get to your scene
Oh,
too.
that's so cool. That's so
Yep.
Yeah,
cool.
but then I have to prepare him that, hey, your uncle got shot or got punched. So
Yeah, yeah. Let him know. Let him know. It was the character. You had to serve the character. You had to serve the character.
yeah, exactly. But thank you very much for everything, and it's truly an honor to be listed as part of this. And yes, I'm gladly willing to share my name along greatness. See
Yes.
greatness in Uji Patrice tonight. I see greatness in Caleb throughout the projects,
Yeah.
Julius and Buzz and Chief Shupino. It's greatness all the way up. And you, Frank, is you bringing that Emmy workship and everything that you do. So shout out to you, and we're really enjoying the process along the way. So.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks,
Appreciate
guys.
you coming up so much. Appreciate you, JC.
All right. All right. Good night, everyone. Bye.
Night,
All right.
Good
brother.
night. Good night.
All right. That's what's up. We had some
Yeah,
people
it
coming
is.
in. Go ahead.
Oh, good. No, I was gonna say, is anybody else coming in? That's good. Hey,
Well,
Mickey, Mickey
yeah, I
Red,
wanted to just give a shout out because I think I didn't see her coming in earlier. So shout out to Mickey, and then shout out to Car,
Cars,
Car's Car.
Car.
Yep.
Hey, yeah, I think they coming
See,
in on the end of it. I hope
yeah,
you
yeah.
you
So
guys
definitely
please go back and watch because I'm telling you,
watch the
wow,
replay. We
yeah.
did it. Yeah, we got it. We got what we needed. So that's what's up. That's what's up. I'm hyped. I am hyped. Okay. All right. So what I like to do is, as we close out, I will play my outro for Talk with Frank Gooden. I'm going to eventually do something over on that channel too, but I'm grinding so hard over here that I'm going to stay with Life or Death for a minute. But I like to let people know it's still here, and I haven't turned my back on it. So I'll play the outro and then type some good stuff at the end as we're on our way out. And I just appreciate all the support. I'm looking forward to seeing everybody next week. Y'all gonna be here, right?
Hmm.
We will. We'll be here with bells on. Thank you, son.
Thank
Thank
you,
you,
Mama.
Frank. All right, son.
I'm
All
gonna get it
right.
together, Mama. I'm gonna get it together.
All right. Thank everybody for your time. I look forward to seeing y'all next week. Until then, stay safe. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Good
All
night,
right.
All right,
everyone.
everybody. Have a good night, everybody. Thank you.
All right.